Hey, Brandon here with Triple Ace RC again. This is going to be the second part of the PT-17 rebuild. So, today we're going to talk about my Cura Settings, my 3D printed PT-17 Steerman. We're also going to show you the 3D printer behind me of what I'm using and show you a couple of my prints of how they turn out. So, let's get to it. So, this is my Cura program software that I use to do my 3D printing. You can't do any designs on here. Only thing you can do is just transfer STL files that you get online. You can get STL files online on Thingiverse, and this is where I also got my PT-17 Steerman from 3D Lab Prints. So I'm going to start at the top right here. So you got all these settings right here that you can change. You can choose from the default settings up here. Low quality, standard, dynamic, super. Low quality, I don't really use because you can really see the seams pretty bad, and I want a clean print where you can't tell that it's been printed in layers. Standard quality, it's a little bit better than low quality, but you can still see a little bit of seams, but I have used that before. I just tweaked my settings a little bit and it came out good. Dynamic quality, supposedly you can't even tell that there's any seams in there from your 3D printer from each line that you print with. And then I've never really messed with super quality, so I can't give you any information about that. And if you want to create your own profile, just go down here on the bottom where it says create your own profile, and then you can do like I did, name them. I got PLA Plus playing for my plain prints. Also got PLA 1, and then I got PETG planes. I'm still messing with this setting. And then there's PLA test, test 2, I've been doing a bunch of testing, and then TPU, this is the settings I use for my tires. So, for the quality, this is what all I used for the layer height. I'm not really going to go into detail with it. I can try to make this available to you guys in the description below. And if you want to use my settings, you can just click on the link on the bottom. I can try to see if I can upload that. But what I normally did when I was YouTube and stuff is watch a YouTube video, had my Cura pulled up like this, and just typed them all in manually. So here's my shell thickness, 0.42, line count 1 for the wall. I don't use any infill on it because it's got those little struts that I showed you in the previous video in the wing and also in the fuselage. Material. Each printer is different, guys. You're gonna have to play with it. I can't tell you how many prints I've gone through, and I keep somehow changing this. I don't know. It could be something to do with the temperature outside and the humidity inside of my house. But for right now, this has been working really well. 216 Celsius, and then that's for the nozzle. And then this is 56 for the bed, and then 102 for the flow rate. And then speed. You can play with it. This has been working out for me pretty good. I know for PETG you're going to slow it down for thin wall printing and also for all your other printings. But PLA, this has been working really well for me. So there's nothing I'm going to change here. So the travel, this is another thing you guys are going to have to do some testing on. I know there's a test out there on Thingiverse where you can do a retraction test, and I did mine, and this setting right here seemed to work very well. So I got my retraction distance at 3.5, retraction speed 45, and then the retraction minimum travel 1.5. And cooling, I have mine set to 50%. On the programs that they have on the 3D lab prints, they say do not use any cooling. I kept getting warping on mine and bad prints, so I did my cooling at 50, and it's been doing good ever since. So this is what I would recommend if you guys want to give it a try. I don't use any supports on here. Supports are only used for if you have any really bad overhang. So that way it will print a little stand if you have an overhang beside your print, and it'll print a little stand right next to it, and it will print your overhang onto that stand right here. I only used it maybe one time on something that wasn't for my planes, and it works good. You'll have to just do some settings on those and mess with that. So the build plate adhesion, I have a skirt for PLA. It just does a one line around the part before it starts printing on the part, so that way it gets all the stringy stuff off of it. And because when it heats up the nozzle, I keep getting some filament that oozes out of the nozzle, so the skirt really helps with it. And you can choose from brim or raft. Raft, you put a whole plate down. I've never used it. I've seen YouTube videos of people using it. I have not given it a shot yet, and I don't think I really need it. Brim I've used, and it does what like a skirt does, except it does connect to the part, and it puts multiple outer lines all connecting, so that way it helps your part not get any warpage. So that works well for PETG. I've used it on PETG before, and it works well. Still need to mess with PETG. So leave that on skirt. I don't have a dual extrusion. Mesh fixes. Didn't really mess with anything on mesh fixes. I just left that alone. Special modes. You want to do all at once, and then surface mode is normal. All at once means if you want multiple parts on your bed right here, it will print it all at once. You can choose one at a time, but if you have a part that's taller than the other, and it does that part first, and then your arm comes down to print the other part, then it's going to damage your taller print. So just do all at once. Yep, I already did that one, and then I didn't really do a whole lot in experimental. Just make sure it's on exclusive, and that's all you need to do to it. Okay. So we're going to go over here. I have my files here that I have downloaded from the website. We're going to take this, just drag it in there, and then I want to turn this right like that at an angle. So this is how you can move your part up and down, left, right, back and forth, or you can just hold it and then just move it yourself. This box over here to your left, the second box down, it's just your sizes if you want to make it bigger or not. I just leave mine at 100% like it was. And this is how you can turn it, what I just did. And you can do it in different angles. I never mess with this. I might play with this one day. This is just your mesh types. I don't mess with the meshes. And then this bottom box on your left screen, this is to, if you have your supports and you don't like where one support is on the part, you can use this to erase it. So on the bottom left hand screen are these boxes. This is how you do your different views. So this part is the elevator, and you can see that the internals are like that. That's what it's going to be printing. Then you just hit the slice button, and then be 1 hour 51 minutes. So all you would need to do now is insert your SD card that comes with the printer, and instead of saving to file, it will pop up saying save to removable disk drive, and then that's where you want to do it. So I'm going to show you my other part I'm going to be printing. Go to here. I need to go to the wings. I need to do the right aileron. Here we go. So on this file, this is the whole aileron. It just prints it in 3 different parts, and you have to glue them all together. And if you see right here, these are your control horns, and this is where you need to have the bottom. You need to have it. I need this at 0. You need to have. I'm going to do 4 layers, so that way it prints off your control horns. And then I'm going to take that. Oh. I'm going to turn it this way, and that's that. I'll exit out of this. And this will be 3 hours and 32 minutes. So you can also go on the top view, and you can see the inside of it. Just go over to your right hand screen and go up and down with this knob, and you can see it what it will look like, and that looks really good. And then you can also do on the bottom here, just hit the play button, and it will show you where it will start. So that's perfect. It's going to start right here where I wanted it. It will build it all the way up. So yeah, it's pretty simple to use this Cura. So I'll show you a couple prints, and I'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, so sorry for the noise in the background. I got some prints going still. But this is the glue I'm using, CA medium. That's the accelerator I'm using. And then this is one of my elevators I printed off. Or I guess I should say horizontal stab, because the elevators are actually right here. So this is going to go right here onto the plane. I gotta get better grip. Actually, I think it's this one. Yep. Goes right there. Put some glue on it. This is pretty much what you're going to be doing for the whole plane. So I'll glue a couple pieces together, and then when it's all done, said and done, we'll put the servos in the fuselage, and then we'll put the nose piece on right here, and we'll get it painted. So that the paint will be another video. all you're going to do is just put some glue right here on the edges. Just like that. Now, just put it on right here. Spray some accelerator around it. There we go. That's that. It's on there. I'll probably add a little bit of glue to where the seam is for extra strength. So we'll just go right here. Take my accelerator. Do the same thing on the bottom. I'll just add some where that seam is. There we go, guys. That's that. Now, set this aside. This wing, I need this wing, so we're going to put that wingtip on right here. So, put some glue around all these edges. Put this wingtip on. Make sure it's all flush. Looks good. Just spray it. Let it dry a little bit. Go. It's on. Alright guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the Cura setting videos and the 3D printed time-lapse videos. If you have any more questions about the Cura settings, just put them in the comments down below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Next video will be the build video in Paint, and then the last video will be a flight video. I might do the paint video separate, but we'll see when it comes time to that, because I might not have good weather to paint outside. But thanks for watching, guys. I want to give a special thanks to my fiance Kristen. She's going to help me with the flight recording videos in the future. So thank you, Kristen. I love you very much. And thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you here next time.